Hey everybody, welcome to the Sunburnt podcast where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. To my right, you know him from Netflix and his amazing stand-up special, Move Closer. It's the world's funniest stand-up comedian, Mr. Chip Chantry.
Wow, that is a lot to live up to.
You won. You knew you won that title, right?
I did. It was, I will say, I think the ballot was stuffed, but hey, we'll take it. I will take the win.
We love stuffed ballots, stuffed bras.
Yep.
Anything you want to stuff. Stuffed turkeys, Chip.
Stuffed-crust pizza.
Oh my gosh. Stuffed crust pizza, that's one bridge too far. Have you ever had stuffed crust pizza without getting a little tummy ache?
I don't think I have, because I'm not like a big, you know me, like I'm not a big cheese guy.
Oh, you don't like cheese?
Yeah, like I like mozzarella cheese. Like mozzarella, so I love a pizza, but like let's go easy on the cheese. Like we don't have to overdo it. I get your point, Italian people. It's cheese. You've put cheese into a pie. I don't need 3 cheese pizza, Thomas. No.
You're the first person I've ever met that's lactose intolerant, and it's not biological. You just have no tolerance for it.
It's more hate. It's like when you hear about intolerance and justice.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing that I am intolerant towards is cheese, is many cheeses. I think we could stuff crust with other things too. Why not stuff it with a little, like maybe a little spinach in there or something like that? Make it like maybe a little healthy, like you feel good at the end. Or maybe it's candy in there.
Oh, a little sweet treat.
A dessert bread, a little chocolate, a little cinnamon. Mm-hmm. So you finish the pizza and then boom. That's what it's stuffed with, baby. Speaking of stuffed, buddy, this episode is stuffed.
It's overflowing. Chip, can I give you a quick rundown of what we're getting into?
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about the best vacation reality shows. Chip Chantry got a couple of new shirts. You're wearing one of them right now. We're going to talk about it. Thanks, Big Fun Shirt Company.
Yes.
We're a couple of beach boys. You and I both hit the beaches, one on the Atlantic, one on the Pacific.
We're not going to say which is which.
It's our 10-year anniversary of working together. It happened it was 2 days ago?
Yep. 2 days.
Was the 10-year anniversary of us meeting.
The first day our eyes locked.
Yeah, and we collabed comedically. Who would have known it would lead to a free podcast in 10 years?
Exactly. Look at us.
We've got Buffett Facts coming up.
Yeah,
We've got another round of Guinness Book of World Records.
Let's do it. Let's get started. It's our vacation mindset, but let's get to work right now, Thomas.
Let's get to work. This is the Sunburnt podcast. We talk about comedy and tropical travel. If you're into those two things, stay tuned. Front desk.
Hey, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. Real quick, I'm looking for a 9-letter word. Starts with K. Another word for abducted.
Oh, kidnapped.
Kidnapped. Oh, yeah, that works. Kidnapped. Oh, yeah, okay. So my uncle has been kidnapped. Do you know the best way to wire some ransom money from the hotel?
I'll send security right up. Chip!
Thomas.
Episode 26. 103 days until Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise, our comedy beach blowout in Waikiki the day before Thanksgiving this year. And dude, I think we need to get into just a little slathering. This is the ritual we do. We get our noses feeling tropical, a little Hawaiian tropic, and we just get it kicked off right. But I mean, this is the last podcast we're going to have before we're in double digits until we're going to Hawaii together with everybody.
We are closing in on November, on Thanksgiving. I'm sure you probably haven't made Thanksgiving plans yet. And you're like, man, do I go to this side of the family? Do I go to that side of the family? Am I doing a Friendsgiving? I got an idea. Have a Friendsgiving in Waikiki, Hawaii. Make your plans. Get a hotel. Get a flight. I'm doing 2 shows the night before Thanksgiving in Honolulu. It's going to be a blast. And then come out and hang with us. We have a nice little group of people coming out. It's going to be a work retreat without the work, Thomas. Do you know what I'm saying? There's going to be some food, fun, and fellowship. There's going to be some comedy. And we're going to do that 5K run, I think, the next day.
Yeah.
We have some stuff up our Hawaiian shirt sleeves. Come on out to Hawaii with us. You're like, forget the stress of Thanksgiving, forget cooking, forget Uncle Mike, just all of that stuff that you have to worry about. Hop on a plane and let's go to Hawaii together.
It's really that simple. You either choose to do it or you don't choose to do it. And if you choose to do it, you get to have a great time. It's something I've done a couple of times, Thanksgiving in Hawaii, and it's my favorite part of the year, if I'm being totally honest.
Something I've never done, so I'm super psyched.
Dude, I'm so excited we're doing it together. It's going to be really, really fun. And we've got a bunch of people that are coming out, and it's going to be pretty low key. People can do whatever they want, but there's going to be a couple of
get-togethers.
More or less, it's just the big sell is Chip's going to be doing his new hour, which is, by all accounts, everything I've heard, I haven't seen it, but everything I've heard is it is smoking hot right now, Chip. And it's only going to get hotter.
It's just getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And then it's going to cool down in the ocean.
Yeah. And then you're going to get your buns to Thanksgiving or to Hawaii for Thanksgiving when it's freezing cold everywhere else, when there's responsibilities and a lot of other stuff you don't want to deal with, like cooking and dishes and blah, blah, blah.
Black Friday sales.
We will be having delicious restaurant meals on vacation with our friends and loved ones in what I think is probably the most beautiful place in the world. So that is the sell there.
There it is.
But Chip, we got to talk about it, man. 10 years.
Happy anniversary, Thomas. I believe 10 years is the cheese anniversary, which is just, it's not good for me, but
it's not good
expect
for you.
Something at your doorstep. I mailed it about a week ago, so make sure it's still okay. But happy anniversary, Thomas. I think it's 10 years and 2 days right now.
That's pretty bizarre, man.
2015. Yeah. I walked into that office, met Thomas O'Brien for the first time at those NBC studios in Stamford, Connecticut.
Yeah.
What a culture shock. I was a fourth grade teacher. I was off for the summer. My buddy was got a job writing for a TV show. They needed another writer. He was like, I got a guy for you. They brought me up for a meeting, met with the producers. A week later, I am just in Connecticut, just in an office. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm supposed to go back to school, teaching in like 2 weeks.
That's
but
crazy.
I just took another job. I hadn't even quit yet.
Yeah.
And then in walks Tommy O'Brien. And we had some good times. We had some late nights. We had some early mornings, Thomas.
Oh yeah, we did.
I don't think you ever slept like once.
I still don't, but that was work related. I'm just worried about the world and everything else now, which is why this is such a great retreat for my mind, this podcast we do here. Yeah. But yeah, and I think that's what we really bonded over was we were like comedy guys, but we didn't move like comedy guys. We took the work very seriously. We treated it like a job. You were the first person in the building besides me most days. And I do remember, like, I wasn't part of those conversations, but I do remember being in a meeting where some of the higher ups were just like, this guy needs to like know if he's going back to his teaching job or like if he's got a solid thing here for a while, like what do we tell him? And because you're so funny and so nice to be around, it was a overwhelming, like, as long as the show's here, this guy's here.
That was one of the scariest moments. I had to go to our boss and be like, after literally like 2 weeks, I mean, that is not a big, ramp
it's not
up.
A wide body of work.
No. And I'm like, are you cool with it? Like, should I quit? He's like, yeah, go ahead, quit your job. So I was like, all right.
Yeah.
We did many, many episodes, and then the show was over, and then I just went back to Philadelphia thinking, what did I do with my life? What am I doing? And then a couple months go by, I'm doing stand-up. I'm just like, I'm looking for other writing jobs. I'm like, what am I doing? And then I get a call from Tommy and our other boss saying, hey, do you want to write some jokes from home? We will send you some videos, and you just have to sit there and make fun of them. And I was like, yes, I will. So we did that show. I did one or two other shows with some of the other producers, then came back to California, to our big show in the Comedy Garage, 2019.
I think if you put them all together, we've made about 160, 180 episodes of comedic television together,
at least,
as well as developed a bunch of stuff, as well. So, dude, it's been super fun. It's the longest collaborative running relationship I have with anybody in the comedy space. And dude, I'm grateful for it. Grateful for this podcast. Grateful to you for watching. As this podcast has been slowly building and kind of coming up the charts, if you will. I don't know, man. It's pretty bizarre to see the jumps we've made.
Yep.
A couple of weeks ago, we had our first 100,000 stream week. I think I haven't checked the numbers this morning, but we were pretty close to this week being 200,000.
Look at us.
Which is like, it kind of blows my mind a little bit.
So thank you, those people who are watching it, who are sharing it, following along. I think we found some fun sort of niches. It's fun when we have this podcast. We're like, all right, tropical travel, vacation, whatever, and then we're just finding these other fun things because our whole goal is like, we've worked together for 10 years. Now we're just going to vacation together for the next 10. And let's make some jokes. Let's write some jokes. But like the podcast, I feel like is shaping up. We got these little segments, and it's just
and they're all segments we love. Like it's so bizarre. We do Guinness Book of World Record facts. It's just so insane. Like we met each other 10 years ago, and we just like both were obsessed with the good book.
The good book.
Growing up, we've got Buffett Facts. We just love everything about that guy, and those videos are kind of what's driving a lot of the new growth on the channels and on uptick in the podcast and people knowing who we are. And then, we just we do buckets, we do jokes.
That I have to say, I'm going to be honest, I think that's probably my favorite thing. Like, we are going to be talking about some of the best vacation reality shows that we would like to see. And I got to write a couple. That's my bread and butter. That's like my favorite thing to do. So it's like, this is an outlet for me to show off and you to show off what we do, to write funny things and share them with our goofy friends.
All right. I think we've been a little too serious for too long, so we need to talk about something. Actually, this is also pretty serious. Chip, look at that Hawaiian, buddy.
Look at this, baby.
Look at that aloha shirt. I mean,
right towards it.
Have you ever seen something so beautiful, Chip?
I don't think I have. It is maybe my favorite design, my favorite shirt. I'm not even talking into the microphone because I'm so excited to share this thing.
we picked up a little something. We got a couple.
It's
mics
maybe
going.
my favorite design, my favorite shirt. I just realized I just hit 7. I now have 7 Hawaiian shirts, so I have one for every day of the week.
Yeah, you can go on a week-long vacation and never repeat an aloha.
Even church on Sunday. I got it. No alohas repeated. Just got this from Big Fun Shirts from Eureka, California.
Yeah.
And home of, I believe, unless they used a fake name, one of my favorite shows from the 80s, the Growing Pains spinoff, Just the 10 of Us, starring comedian Bill Kirchenbauer, I believe was set in Eureka, California.
Really? I had no idea. I do remember that show's existence. I had no idea it was a spinoff.
But this is, I think this is my favorite design. There's some like hula dancers on there. There's some just like scenes from Hawaii, tropical places, people diving into the. It's just a great fun pattern. And I got them in the mail yesterday. I got this with another one, and I am super psyched. My wife could just see the look on my face when she came. She's like, "Oh, your shirts arrived." And I was like, "Yes, they did."
we have gone absolutely insane for Hawaiian shirts. And I love it. And you got to pick that out. Like,
I got to pick the pattern.
You took it very seriously too. It wasn't like it wasn't like you got on the website and you're just like, "Oh, that's the one." It's like you're like, "I'm going to think about this for a couple of days and come back to you."
I did my homework, and I think it paid off.
And I do believe Stefan said that was the last one of that fabric. So like you kind of have the last Big Fun shirt in that print that's going to exist. And that's also kind of fun too. It's just like, it's such a weird experience to be like, "Hey, can I get this in a, insert size here?" And he's just like, "Actually, we can." If it was even one size bigger, probably not.
Probably didn't have the yardage for it. Hey, by the way, it was a little bit of a stressful week because it was mailed out to me. And, it was going to be dropped on my doorstep as packages arrive.
Yeah.
Packages, whether it's pet food or clothing or electronics or a baby in a basket, like however things are left on doorsteps these days. And it might have come the other day. We weren't sure exactly when it was going to arrive. And I was out of town for most of the day. And I was like, oh, and my worry was like, somebody was going to walk away with it. Little porch pirate. We love pirates on this podcast.
We do. We do not like them on the porch, though.
We do not like them on the porch.
Keep them on the seas.
Yeah. And I was very nervous that I was literally walking around my neighborhood the last few days just looking for a sketchy character wearing a Hawaiian shirt of the pattern that I picked out.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy swiped my shirts. But luckily, it didn't. It came. I got a knock upon my door yesterday morning, and man, was I excited. It's Christmas morning in August, buddy.
Dude, it's really fantastic.
And I know we've talked about this before, but I have to say, I was not a Hawaiian shirt wearer until just a few months ago.
Oh, yeah.
And you got me into it, and I was like, all right, let me try this. It is my attitude and latitude has changed. And I'm telling you, it sets the temperature. When you walk in a room, people are like, I get smiles more on the street when I'm wearing them. I get compliments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, if you are not a Hawaiian shirt wearer just yet, and you're like, I don't know if that's really my style. It's everybody's style. That's the thing about a Hawaiian shirt. It's literally everybody's style. Like, I'm trying to think of a person on earth whose style who wouldn't make a Hawaiian shirt work. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, buy one. It's just one shirt. Give it a test drive, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, people are smiling at me more. They're friendlier. It's more festive all around me. You're just walking around this bubble, and it's the greatest feeling in the world, man.
Oh, and I think we do. It's talking about wearing Hawaiian shirts out. We do need to talk about something. It wasn't even on the rundown, but we may have recorded the last episode before going to see Naked Gun with the burnt ones in the community. I know we said it was a great success, but we recorded it the day beforehand and we just saw that tickets were moving. But now we can really talk about it, Chip. We went out there, we saw Naked Gun, we rocked some Hawaiians, and then afterwards went and like had some bevies with friends, and it was just the most fun day. And I really like that. That was wearing it out at night, doing a thing with a bunch of other people wearing them. Like the comments, Chip. So many comments. It really was like brightening people. They wanted to know what you were up to, what you were doing. You kind of got the feeling that they were jealous that they didn't have a big group of friends they were running around with. What was your takeaway over in the Philly chapters?
It was a blast. It was like remember when you were in like 8th grade and you started going out alone for the first time, like without your parents. You go to the mall, you go to the movies, you go to Chicago, and you would have to like call people and arrange rides from moms and dads, and like, all right, my dad will drop us off at the roller rink, but your mom will pick us up. It was that level of excitement of like, I was kind of the ringleader of like, all right, we're doing this. You and I were and you did an LA one. We did a Philly one. There were some Nebraska ones happening.
I know, that made me so happy, dude. Those Nebraska bros.
I was so excited. We by the way, we've been sitting on it. We have to post we have photos from each of those locations that we're going to post on social media. So make sure you follow us at Sunburnt Pod on all those places. So we'll upload that. We got to put those photos up soon. But man, what a blast. It was just so much fun because it was like I had a group of people who some people knew each other, some people didn't. And like everybody just sort of like, again, it wasn't like this like weird, like, oh, I'm at a party and I don't know anybody. Like everybody was like, oh yeah, okay. A lot of us are wearing Hawaiian shirts. We're all here to see a dumb movie.
Dumb, super fun comedy.
Super fun comedy. And it was just like we're in. So we watched the movie, had a great time, came out, and then we walked over in Philadelphia. We walked over right along the tropical shores of the Delaware River, overlooking New Jersey. We were at Spruce Street Harbor Park, which is just this like cool hang on the water. It's I forgot how tropical it felt. Like there's a marina there. There's like boats. We had these outdoor couches, like patio kind of areas. There was tropical drinks abounding, and maybe some tequila shots and some beers. By the way, I don't think this is a Philly thing. I don't know if other
I can't
cities
wait.
do this.
I'm always just floored by what Philly things are.
What Philly does. So there is something in Philadelphia called the Citywide Special. Is that does that ring true to you?
I don't know. Never heard of the Citywide Special.
Okay, so the Citywide is great. I don't know. I think it started out at a place called Bob and Barbara's, which is this amazing. I hate calling it a dive bar because it's so much cooler than that. But I don't know if Bob and Barbara's is exactly where it started. But I know that was one of the originators, at least. Where a Citywide Special was basically like, I think like a lot of people call it like a Boilermaker, where it's like you get a shot
beer
of whiskey, and a can of beer.
Yeah.
And for years, now inflation is a thing that we're dealing with in our lives. So the last number of years it's changed. But literally for years, when I was of age coming into the city, many, like a decade plus, can of beer and a shot of whiskey, $3.
Oh my gosh.
Citywide Special. I mean, you have 3 of those. That is a weekend right
That's
there.
That's 6 drinks.
Yeah, exactly. And
dude, that's nuts.
Right. So it would be like $3. And so it spread around the city, so it was literally called a Citywide Special. So now there's like other people have like special ones where you can go in and like now maybe they're like $6, $7, whatever, maybe a little. But it's still like usually a shot of beer, and then they do like themed ones. So like this one down here, it was a shot of tequila and like a citrusy, fun, summery can of beer. And so a bunch of us had those. And we sat out on the water, and then just like people just got to know each other. I had two guys who didn't even know each other. They've already hung out since then without me. Like they just got together.
Wow.
So I think we are connecting people.
We're
and
connecting people.
Dude, it was the best.
And it's just so fun to do something silly. Like when you get to do something a little silly as grown-ups, go like, and it had been so long since a good comedy. And by the way, Naked Gun crushed at the box office, largely because of the Sunburnt podcast push.
We were a large part of that.
It's not being written about in the trades because I think they're scared of our power.
Yeah, they are.
They're scared of our reach. They're scared of our influence. Mm-hmm. But there definitely was a Sunburnt bump from the different smoke shows, screenings we set up around the country. There was also 2 in New York, which went well. And they visited, after the movie, they went to Tiki Chick, which we went to on the Upper West Side.
Beautiful.
And then also there was another contingent that went to Zombie Hut in downtown Brooklyn. Two of our favorite tiki bars in the world that we did on our tiki tour of NYC. And then kind of sent people back to the most appropriate ones near theaters. But, dude, what a fun experience. What a really exciting time for the podcast to, like, get its fingers into the real world. And I just had such a good time. And I didn't even talk about this, Chip. A couple weeks ago, you told us about Phil Spector and the Vicks Grog.
Oh, yeah.
So the tiki bar that we went to after Naked Gun had a Trader Vic's Grog, the same exact drink that Phil Spector drank before allegedly murdering his wife. Was it his wife?
No, it was just
some lady.
Just a lady. Yeah.
Anyways, I did it. No violent side effects, but when I tell you, I was just huffing delicious gasoline. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it was. Like, I have no idea. There was so much booze in there, but it was cut so well with like some fruit juices. Really, really, really interesting combination. I don't think I need another one. Very strong for me.
You got groggy, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I did get a little groggy. Was not driving home. We Ubered. But yeah, dude, it was a night to remember. We had so much fun, and I'm glad you did too. And I'm glad, folks in Nebraska, New York, Chicago, there was a little contingent.
Yep.
Just really fun, and I can't wait to do the next one, dude.
Well, and even some people were like, "Hey, are we going to do this again? Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "Yeah, like." Of course, we'll go to see a movie. Maybe we'll go see a horror movie. Go see another comedy. But like, maybe we're just gonna get together again at Spruce Street, or just go do a different, find a different destination, do something fun, and just like get some people together. And it was just fun because it's like we're adults, and it's like how often do you make new friends as adults?
No,
but it's like to have that one step of like we kind of know each other. We listen to the podcast. We're fans of this. We got our Hawaiians on, and it was a blast. We had a great time. So thank you to everybody who came out to that. It was good. And then Naked Gun was a dumb movie that I just had so much fun with. It was so silly.
So much fun.
My only, one critique, I don't know if we talked about this last time, but my only critique, I wanted to see a little more PWH. Paul Walter Hauser, maybe my favorite current actor, so hilarious. And it was his role. He played the straight man, basically, to Liam Neeson, and Liam Neeson was great. And but I want to see a little more Paul Walter Hauser. But other than that, it was just such a fun, silly movie.
We got out of our heads, we got out of the world, and we had fun with some friends, which is like something you do every weekend as a teenager. If you're popular enough to, I guess. I don't know. I guess there's some limitations. But just finding a little reason to put an emphasis on getting your friends together and going to do something just to have fun together. Yeah. It was awesome, man.
Hey, why not do that in Hawaii this Thanksgiving? You see how I threw that in there, Thomas? You see how I just worked that in, massaged it in with these little thingies right here.
Everything can be an ad.
Let's talk about our gut health right now, Thomas.
Okay. Microbiomes. Go, Chip.
Microbiomes. If you subscribe, you will be sent this vat. Oh, no, okay. I was going to do an ad read for gut health.
There will be no gut health giveaways, but we are going to be doing something really fun with Big Fun shirts in the very near future. We'll keep you updated.
Little teaser.
But we're going to be giving away some Big Fun shirts, man.
Maybe something like this right here. You can be the next one.
Yeah, so if you guys want to, we're going to be releasing that via the shorts on YouTube. So subscribe on YouTube to get alerted when those videos go out, because it's going to go out, and then you can enter just by dropping a comment in that specific video, and then we're going to use a random comment picker, and somebody's going to get to go on the Big Fun Shirts website, pick out the exact shirt they want if it's available, and it's going to be made and shipped to them with their specifications. It's very exciting. I've loved the process, and I'm really excited to be teaming up with them to get some more Hawaiians in the hands of folks who might really enjoy them, Chip.
Exactly.
Oh,
Speaking of enjoying it,
Yep.
last week, you and I were Beach Boys.
We were definitely Beach Boys. It was so much fun. You actually took a trip, though. Like, you left the confines of your home and spent a couple of days at the beach. Tell me about that, man.
Yeah, left South Philly. I'm very spoiled. It was an hour and 10-minute drive to
beautiful.
Ocean City, New Jersey. We're very spoiled. It's right there, and spent literally 48 hours. Just got out of town for 2 sunups, 2 sundowns, and shout out to my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, who they rent a house down in Ocean City every year. We go down with them for a couple of days. Had a blast on the beach. Went out Kim and I, we rode our bikes in the morning on the boardwalk. First thing, went and got some breakfast, like when it first opens. That's the best thing to do. It's
Yeah.
right on the boardwalk, right on the ocean. Spend some time. I will say this. I'm a walker on the beach. Like I go down the beach and you walk for a mile or two, you come back. We actually did some sitting on the beach this time, and it is, sometimes I feel like I get a little antsy. Not this time. I was just like zoning out. Did dig that ditch. Did dig a couple of ditches. But got to hang out on the beach. And I will say this. Here's my one takeaway from this is it's great. And my wife and I were very spoiled. We don't have any confines. We have the dog and the 2 cats. We don't have any children. The literal baggage that comes along with that.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
And the timing. There's naps. There's bedtimes. We have to get ready. There's, we got to eat lunch or whatever. So I know that people with families are on there's time schedules here that we don't have to. But I will say this, you go to the beach and most people are there like, I don't know, like high time is probably like 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. is like midday, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's out there. And of course, anymore, because we're all just so spoiled, like everybody, when I was a kid, it was just like throw 2 towels down, maybe get a chair if you're a rich person.
Yeah.
And now it's, if you don't have a full structure that needs zoning, what are you doing? It's like full tents. I saw a guy with he had literally like a coffee table and chairs. Like he had a living room on the beach. These big flags for whatever reason, and which is great. I mean, hey, have fun, shield yourself from the sun. We don't want to get that sunburn.
Yeah.
And but like everybody's there on the beach and it's crowded and it's fine. I have to give a shout out to a family that I saw. My wife and I, the first morning we went for a bike ride on the boardwalk, and then the second morning we got up super early, like 6 o'clock or whatever, got up and walked on the beach. And there's like barely anybody out there.
Yeah.
But we saw a family out there at 7:30 in the morning. They're like one of the only people. There's a couple fishermen out there, a couple people walking on the beach, and then there was just a family. It was like a husband and a wife and like a son and a daughter who are probably like 5 and 7 years old. And they're just living it up, making sandcastles, doing their things. And it's like they had their own private beach because they got up early.
Yeah.
They had their own space. And they were running into the water. They were swimming, coming back. And then, like, they're probably wrapping up for the day by the time it gets crowded. They go home, maybe have some lunch, take a nap, go to the boardwalk, or do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
And they just had the beach to themselves. So, again, I know that sometimes there's time constraints with kids. But, man, shout out to those people having their own private beach just for themselves.
It's one of the most beautiful parts about going to Hawaii, too. It's just because the way the time zones work from the West Coast, especially from the East Coast, your first day there, you were going to be waking up before the sun.
I love it.
It's a magical time, man. You just walk out there and you're just on a beach in Hawaii. You've traveled to this like beautiful land, this beautiful island, and then you just kind of are up before everybody else as the sun rises. You get introduced to it that way.
Yeah.
The water's warm enough to go swimming at that time. It's really, really amazing. So yeah, shout out to those guys, and also you can be that person yourself, Chip, in Waikiki this November.
I'm excited. And I've always been like, stand-up comedy isn't the most suitable career for me, just time-wise, because I'm a morning person. Like, I love getting up early before the crack of dawn and just going and doing the thing and, you know, getting to bed early. So it's I definitely look forward to that at the beach. So, yeah. And then just have this, I think I might be waking up literally at 9 p.m. the night before. Like, that's how early I feel like I'm going to be. Just doing the night shift.
It'll be interesting to see what happens when we get to Hawaii. Speaking of beach trips, though, I took the baby to the beach for the first time. Like, we go on walks all the time. We're down there almost every weekend. But this was the first time we took the baby to go sit on the beach. So I had all the stuff, dude. We've got the umbrellas. We've got the chairs, we've got the beach blankets, we've got all the baby stuff, and I got one of those dad beach carts, Chip.
Oh, with the big fat wheels?
I wish they were fatter. I wish they were fatter. Like
digging into that sand, huh?
A big drag. It wasn't like an argument, but I was like, there's a motorized cart with like these big wheels. And it's like, you know, kind of double the price. I think it was like a $200 thing.
I think you're thinking of a car, Thomas.
Yeah, motorized beach cart. It's a Honda.
Yep.
And it has a warranty if you buy it new. But no, it was just like there is like you can, just like an electric scooter or whatever, you twist a little knob and it caddies across the sand for you. It was worse than if it was just a cooler I was dragging on the sand. It was, they look, and it says beach cart right on the side of it. Like I got the Costco one, and boy, did it not handle the sand very well. And
okay, maybe I'm missing out. Maybe they have this technology, if you want to call it technology, but this design. Why not just make it like a sled, like a sleigh, rather than wheels? Just pull it along the sand, right? Like get the little runners on there, make it feel like a little sled, and it just slides right along.
It would work, but I think it would have to be an amphibious or like a hybrid mode of transportation, because sleds don't work on the street or sidewalk.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because then you're taking the sidewalk. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you need a solution that does both, but like
redacted.
In order to get the cart that folds down nice in the car, the wheels have to be in a certain place where you can't just have big baddies hanging out the side.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know. I don't know if anybody's figured this out.
But hey, you got to work out. You look like you work those lats and those abs. And
well,
those
I certainly did, and I think
thighs.
that's what led to the result that I came down with. Me, the host of the Sunburnt podcast.
Hold on. We have some breaking embarrassing news right now. Breaking embarrassing news coming off across the wire right now. Embarrassing news. Take it away, Thomas.
I burnt myself so bad, Chip. So what happened was I did a slathering. I did an appropriate slather. Yeah. But by the time I drug this cart all the way across, and like we were down in the South Bay in Los Angeles, and if anybody's been there, it's one of the longest beaches I've ever seen. Like the sand goes on for a long time. We wanted to set up shop close to the water, so I am dragging this cart for I don't know the distance, but like a very long time, and I'm wearing a tank top on the way out there, and I'm just sweating profusely, and I think the sunscreen kind of like rubbed off. So like then I went and we just had a day at the beach, laid down there, didn't reapply or anything, but I think that the tank top and the sweat and all the movement wiped the sunscreen away from the tank top areas, and now I have a reverse tank top burn on my torso, Chip. It is, I mean, it's lobster red. It's very painful. And the baby thinks it's funny to literally slap it. Been getting a lot of just like full on double-handed slaps on my tummy and chest. And then when I react, she laughs. She laughs like it's as funny as it actually is.
Serves you right. I think she's teaching you well. She's like, rather than slaps, then melanoma at some point.
Yeah.
You got to learn, Thomas. Thomas, it's like that job at Blockbuster Video you wanted in high school. you have to reapply. You have to reapply.
There's always another round. Yeah, so yeah, I learned my lesson. But if I'm being totally honest, I know it's not healthy. I know it's not good. But a little bit of a sunburn kind of lets you know it's summer.
It does.
It's a
and maybe it'll turn
familiar
into a little bit of
sting.
sand.
It's how you make the beach trip last longer. We're a couple of days out now, and I am still at least like to the touch on the beach, you know?
Yeah, Lobster Boy. I love it, man. Did the baby did she go in the water?
Oh, dude, it was nuts. It was nuts. It was, the first time. She's been in the water in Hawaii before, just like dipping toes in, but she can walk a little bit now. And she grabs my hands and just started bolting for the water. Like, was not scared of it, was just like into it. So I'm going behind her, and she just ran right into the foam, right into the water, and wanted to keep going. And like I didn't know she was gonna like it at all, but she was so excited about the ocean, so not scared of it, having an absolute blast in like the chilly water. And I couldn't have asked for anything more. It was like a really special time. And then we splashed around for like 15 minutes, just kind of in the shallow water there. And it wasn't enough for her. Like, it was time to go back to the blanket, time to, she needed to have a snack. And she just was furious and started crying when we took her away. So
she's a baby burnt one, Thomas.
She's a baby burnt
I'm loving
one.
This.
I don't know what else I would expect. She loves the beach, a little Southern California baby, loves the ocean, and has zero of the fears that I do in general.
She did not love Naked Gun, though, from what I remember.
No. She thought it was too on the nose.
Yeah. A little derivative. I think derivative.
A little vulgar. She said a little vulgar.
A little vulgar, a little derivative. Yeah.
Said it was written by gross boys.
Yes. Yeah. Toddler movie reviews. I think that's our next. That is our next project, I think.
Yeah, it'll be good. Yeah. They got a lot of strong opinions. Not the most articulate with them, but neither am I.
Yeah. She's right after our own hearts. I love it. I'm so excited. Some beach boys, some beach girls.
Yeah. But we had a great time at the beach, man. It was a really good time, and just so fun, especially her first trip into the ocean as somebody who can like kind of control her movements a little bit. It was great.
That's beautiful. It's that time of year, and then man, we're just over 100 days away to getting back to that beach.
I'm so excited about that. Like, I love the beach days here, but there's something special about Hawaii, especially during that Thanksgiving time. And we've been doing some upgrades to the website too. You can go to sunburntpodcast.com. You'll be able to find tickets. And please, if you're going to get tickets, go there or either the BlueNoteHawaii.com. There's a lot of tickets available, and if you search for Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise, you're gonna see mostly resold tickets that are way more expensive.
Third party.
There may not be an option very soon though, because tickets are moving.
Yep.
Let's get into that, and then Chip, I think we should transition from talking about our weekends, talking about Thanksgiving in Paradise, into a little something that could be, more tangible for everybody. We want to talk about the best vacation reality shows.
Are you a big reality guy, or do you watch a lot of reality television?
I have in the past. I can get into pockets. I can get into the flow of a show that people are watching it around me or whatever. I think that's safe to say.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm not a huge reality TV fan. I don't really watch it. I don't really follow it. But like, man, set on a beach, maybe like a Survivor, or it's fun. You get to see those exotic places, maybe in an amazing race somewhere.
Yeah.
But what we decided to do was maybe pitch, because maybe we're coming back to television, Thomas. Television's making a comeback, and I have pitched a couple of brand new vacation-based reality TV shows that I think would be amazing on network television.
I can't wait to hear it. You have network television experience. You've been inside the beast.
Yep.
And now, after taking some time, you've ingested what's going on in society, what's going on in the business. And these are your three best pitches.
These are the three best pitches for vacation-themed reality shows that everybody wants to see on the air.
Can't wait to hear it, Chip. What's number one?
I came up with, I think, a really creative title for this first one, Thomas. You ready?
Uh-huh.
It's called, picture it, okay? It's called Temptation Island.
Okay.
Temptation Island. That's what I'm calling this reality show. Okay.
All right.
Otis Williams is the only surviving member of the legendary Motown singing group, The Temptations. On Temptation Island, this 84-year-old tenor is flown to his own tropical island, given an unlimited budget, and we just watch Otis Williams spend his golden years in paradise. That's it. No competitions, no dating drama, just one of the men behind My Girl and Just My Imagination living the good life. And I'll tell you one thing, Thomas, I ain't too proud to beg for a season of Temptation Island.
I think there's something there. I mean, we'll have to run a trademark check on that title.
Oh, has that been used before?
You know what? I think if it hasn't been, there's something very similar. Something very similar out there.
Okay, well.
But Temptation Island, Chip, I love it. That's slow TV. That's beach. That's escapism. That's shades of The Golden Bachelor.
It's
minus
Motown.
The Bachelor portion, just a golden person who happens to be in their golden years.
Yeah. All right.
All right. I love it, dude.
You want to go with number 2?
Let's go number 2. I can't wait to hear it.
All right, this one, get ready for the title.
Okay.
I think pretty creative. It's called Project Runway.
Okay, there's definitely one of those already.
Project Runway.
Yeah.
Okay. These things are just coming off the top of my head. Just boom, these names.
Yeah, that happens. Blue skies.
Yeah. Okay, Project Runway. 7 former child actors are sent to a desolate island in the middle of the Pacific. There's no running water, no electricity, besides the antics that they create. There's also no food, medicine, or other necessities on the island. The only way these much-needed supplies can be delivered is by plane. On the first season of Project Runway, Corey Feldman, Kirk Cameron, Soleil Moonfry, and more have to clear brush and put down a brand new runway so a plane with life-sustaining materials can land on their island.
I mean, it makes sense. It's Project Runway.
Yeah, the runway is the project. And if they want to survive, they got to build a nice runway in the middle of tropical brush.
Of the celebrities you listed on there, how many do you think are in my cell phone right now?
I'm going to say 1.
That's right.
Is one of them in there?
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask you which one unless you want to tell me, but I
No,
have an
it'd
idea.
be weird.
I have an idea, but I'm not going to say. I'm not going to put them on blast.
I love it. What's number 3, buddy?
This one might be the seller. This one might be the one that just goes over the edge and is the 2026 show of the year, I think.
It's a completely original name, completely original title, completely
Yes.
original concept. Okay, let's go.
Absolutely. I developed this from the ground up.
Perfect.
Okay. This reality show, this vacation-themed reality show is called Love is Blind Rage.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Love is Blind Rage. Okay. We've all seen full-grown adults have full-blown meltdowns inside airport terminals when their flights are delayed or canceled. So let's turn that tantrum into romance. Here's the pitch, Thomas.
Okay.
When a vacation goer is told that their flight plans have been destroyed and they have an epic hissy fit, they are then whisked into a small room with dozens of other outraged would-be travelers who are forced to partake in an impromptu airport speed dating event. See if these grounded tourists can handle each other at their worst. On Love is Blind Rage, they may have missed their connections, but maybe they won't miss this connection.
I love it, dude.
We've all seen those videos, Thomas, of that lady or that guy. Just you are a full-grown adult and you are being ushered away by police because you can't handle your own mind and body and you are flipping out. So instead of being whisked away to jail, just take him into that little lounge.
Yeah.
With just 12 or 15 other irate passengers, or would-be passengers, and then they just have to meet each other, have a first date, go around speed date, and see if love... Because I will say this, they're not in the air, but maybe love is.
I love it.
So Love
Chip.
is Blind Rage. I'm telling you, I think it turns a negative into a positive.
Yeah.
And I think it's the new Netflix streamer of 2026.
I mean, as a collaborative partner with you on so many things in the past, I'm doing my best to try and poke a hole in any of these concepts, and I can't.
See,
airtight.
Thank you. I feel good about it. I feel that they're all, of course, very original, and they're riveting. The only living member of a Motown group on an island all to himself.
Yeah.
Child actors having to build a runway to get much needed life sustaining supplies, and then just a bunch of Karens just having some dates.
Yeah, the Karen cage,
where
dude.
The fireworks fly.
I love it, Chip. Well, I'd look forward to seeing any of those, and we'll keep everybody updated as Chip works through Hollywood pitch processes. It takes a little more time than you think. We'll keep you updated, and when one of these eventually, or multiple of them eventually get greenlit and are going to air, we'll keep you updated on all the pertinent information.
That's my biggest worry, is that they all get greenlit at the same time. And it's like, I'm a supervising producer.
Yeah.
We have to be in the South Pacific with Corey Feldman and Todd Bridges and the rest. And we also have to be at LAX for these people losing their minds.
Yeah.
How do we juggle that schedule? And do a podcast? Come on. It's a lot of work. And I almost wish I didn't let these cats out of the bag all at once, because I feel like these next few months are going to be very, very busy for us.
Yeah, well, I mean, some might even say that if you got all three of those shows greenlit at the exact same time, that might be a world record for greenlights, right?
I'm telling you, right? I think it would be. Speaking of which, Thomas, is it time to open the good book?
It's time to open the good book.
We, on this podcast, it is a tropical vacation podcast, comedy podcast. And just in that Venn diagram of those people, we're like, you know what else people probably love? Because we love. It's the good book. We have some talk about it. It is the Guinness Book of World Records. Maybe our favorite thing in the world.
And it has been for a long time. Shared passion. Me and Chip loved these as a kid. We're still fascinated by the good book. And every week we pick out one titillating fact each. One titillating record, and we share it with you. We kick it around a little bit. And Chip, I just can't wait any longer. I've got to get into my...
Do it. I'm so excited to hear this.
Okay, for this week, I'm looking to the power and the beauty of nature, Chip.
Ooh.
As some of you may know, there was a tsunami scare in Hawaii recently.
Yeah.
A lot of people were on guard. Thank goodness there wasn't, much damage that took place there. But I was curious about what tsunamis have done in the past. What was there actually to be scared of? And in the good book, I found the highest tsunami wash in recorded history, Chip.
Oh, wow. Okay.
On the 9th of July, 1958, a giant wave passed through Liluia Bay in Alaska.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do you want to guess the height on this thing above the shoreline?
Like 20 feet?
Brother, I mean, I can't even understand how this is possible. 1,719 feet.
That's like a quarter mile high.
It is almost the height of New York City's One World Trade Center.
Oh, my God.
And it was moving at 100 miles an hour.
Oh,
can you even imagine? There's just nothing you can do. It wiped out full swaths of forest, from what I understand, and it was caused by an earthquake that, in just the wrong turn of events, started a massive rock slide and just sent this tsunami surging straight towards Alaska, dude.
Wow.
And
I'm sure they probably
incredible?
didn't have the warning systems they do now.
Oh, and then the 50s? No, they were still drinking and smoking when they were pregnant. There was no warnings of any kind in the 50s, from what I understand.
Yeah, they were just having knife fights, and the sharks and the jets were just going at it.
But, Chip, what do you do when you see a wall of water taller than the World Trade Center?
You're just like, well, it's been a good run, I guess, right?
Just a wall of water?
Yeah.
Over 1,000 feet tall?
Yeah.
Holy crap. That's unbelievable.
That's wild.
So anyways, I was captivated by that. And I'm glad everybody in Hawaii and any place that was under a tsunami warning is doing well.
Yeah.
But we're not turning our back on that one. Those tsunamis can get insane, apparently.
Yeah. Wow.
What corner of the world is your Guinness record taking us to today, Chip?
Well, we are taking a left-hand turn from all of that.
Oh, okay.
We're actually coming home to my home, Pennsylvania.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm going to throw a monkey wrench into the works right now, just like a 1,000-foot tsunami coming at your shores, Thomas.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell you today about a guy who is not a world record holder.
Okay. This is a left turn, Chip.
Yeah. He holds no Guinness Book of World Records. There's no record that he holds. You're like, so Chip, why would you talk about this guy? What is going on here? This man, who I have met on numerous occasions, I can't believe it took this far into our good book talk about the Guinness Book of World Records to put two and together and remember, I need to talk about this guy. So if you look him up in the Guinness Book of World Records, I'm 99% sure you're not going to find him in there, okay? He applied. He made a pitch to be in the good book a number of years ago, but he was allegedly turned down by Guinness Book of World Records because his feat was, quote, too dangerous to publish.
Okay, now I'm in. This is getting juicy.
Yeah. So, the good book that we have currently now is so much fun. I love it. And I feel like they went, I think we talked about this, a little kid-friendly, and it's just like, it's fun, it's uplifting stuff. Back when we had those like little thick paperbacks.
Yeah.
There was some weird black and white photos of some people in some weird corners of the earth that had these abnormal body situations, or they did these feats that were just very dangerous at the least, right? And so I remember even sometimes the pages were in gray, like, so it's like it was almost like harder to read. Like, it was just very weird. But it's just those musky old books, and this harkens back to that. So I guess you can apply to the Guinness Book of World Records, and they are, and they might be like, look, we don't need to promote this. It is dangerous. If somebody tries to copy this, they could literally perish. So we're going to do this. Okay. I will say this. I think it's a world record. I have seen this man accomplish this feat at close proximity. I'm talking, I was maybe 5 feet away from him numerous times.
What is it, buddy? I got to hear it.
Okay. I'm going to tell you real quickly of Harley, the professional lunatic.
Unfamiliar. Hit me with it.
Harley Newman is a gentleman that I believe from Pennsylvania. I know he was living in Pennsylvania. I think he still is in Pennsylvania. He is probably what you would call a sideshow act. Okay. Like a circus, carnival, sideshow act that does these crazy stunts. I think he like swallows swords, breathes fire.
All right.
That type of thing.
He's got a full sideshow skill set.
Crazy sideshow skill set. By the way, he's also hilarious. He's super smart dude. I think he has his master's degree in something. He's just the coolest guy. The reason I know him, I will say this, is that when I was beginning my sophomore year in college in Allentown, Pennsylvania at Muhlenberg College, I was rushing a fraternity. I was thinking I was going to be in a fraternity. So you have Rush Week where the fraternities invite you down. You have some parties. You have some events where you get to meet the brothers. They see if see if you're worthy. Maybe you can become a pledge, or you decide if you want to do that. So you would kind of have entertainment, right? For some of them. And I got invited. I was very excited. And the first one, it just said, come down at like 7 p.m. on Tuesday night or whatever. And the entertainment, it just said comedian. I'm like, I love comedy.
Yeah.
Stand up. I'm going to see a comedian. This man is not a comedian, Thomas. I will tell you that. He is hilarious. He's very funny. I will say that. But he is a sideshow act that they would hire. So here are the things that he would do as part of this show, where it's just a bunch of like drunk college guys watching him. And he had us spellbound, by the way. Like, just such a great performer. He was amazing. Here's some of the things he would do. He has this staircase made of very sharp swords and knives, and he would walk up the staircase made of swords and knives on bare feet. Okay. Again, would do like the sword swallowing, the fire breathing. I saw him a number of times because, so I rushed the fraternity, and then I was in the fraternity. So for like 2 years after that, we hired him. So I think I've seen him a total of 3 times. In this small room that we have, it's not a huge area. The guys were kind of in the middle. He would escape a straitjacket while riding a unicycle. he would get on a unicycle and just ride around this room without a lot of room for error in a straitjacket. So first of all, riding a unicycle, first of all, is
could never
difficult. In a straitjacket, and then while riding the unicycle, he escapes from the straitjacket. It was amazing.
Gosh.
Okay. His biggest, like the one big feat that this was his grand finale, and we haven't even gotten to the world record yet. His grand finale was he would have a couple of us wrap him. Speaking of quarter mile, Thomas.
Yeah.
We would wrap him in a cocoon of a quarter mile of saran wrap, like numerous rolls of saran wrap. And like, you're like, oh, you saran wrap a guy? Okay. It's like 2 inches thick of saran wrap. Like, you know how sometimes it's hard when you have like some saran, like a sandwich or something in the fridge and it's saran wrap and you gotta, imagine like 2 inches thick of saran wrap. Okay.
I can't.
I can't breathe inside there, Thomas, right?
No, you're covering his face?
Oh, he would ball up like on the floor and we would completely wrap him. Underneath, he was in an egg of saran wrap. And what he would do, you ready for this?
Yeah.
He had a snorkel. We would keep the whole of the snorkel out, because it takes like 5 or 10 minutes to wrap all of this thing up. And then he told us, he's like, look, here's a cork, put a cork in the snorkel when you are finished so I can breathe. And then when you are finished, pop it, and then I can't breathe anymore. And I will break out of it. Okay? He would take a number of minutes in this cocoon, and we'd watch him, and he would say, he gave a guy a knife, and he said, if you hear me screaming, please rip it open. And I need to be saved because I'm running out of oxygen and I'm going to die. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Never heard him scream. I saw it do him 3 times where he would roll around and break out of this cocoon and just like, he'd just be red faced and just, I probably lost 5 pounds of sweat. Right.
Yeah.
And that was his big finale, and it was amazing. Okay, so all of that aside, haven't gotten to the world record. Okay, here's another thing that he would do. He would lie on a bed of nails. You've seen this before, right, Thomas?
Yeah, I've seen this, but like still very uncomfortable.
He would lie on a bed of nails and have like a number of us, like I'm talking like 5 or 6, maybe more, of college fraternity brothers stand on him at the same time. Like he would put like a kind of cushion or something like that over top of him. So he's laying on a bed of nails. And then we would stand on top of him while he was laying on a bed of nails. And then he would lay on the bed of nails. He had this like, it was like a picture, like a pillow with some plywood attached to the top of it, right?
Oh my
like almost
gosh.
like a laptop that you put your laptop on. He would put that on his face. And then he would have one of us, you ready for this?
Yeah.
We would then place a cinder block on that plywood and we would smash the cinder block with a sledgehammer on his face while he was on a bed of nails.
This is
Okay, here's where it gets crazy.
This is where it gets crazy?
From what you know about somebody who lies on a bed of nails, how does that work without you dying? Like, what is the physics behind that, Thomas, do you think?
I mean, it's got to be like pressure per square inch or something like that. It's got to be dispersed over multiple nail heads to the exact weight that's not going to pierce the skin.
It is weight distribution. It's, you can do it. And I'm going to be honest, after the main show, he's like, hey, if anybody wants to hang out, he would like have a beer with us. And then he's like, if anybody wants to lie on a bed of nails, I will teach you how to lie on a bed of nails. I've laid on a bed of nails a couple of times under Harley's supervision. And it's amazing. You're just like, I'm laying on a bed of nails right now. It's awesome, right? And there's a way to do it. You have to ease into it and, you disperse your weight and yeah, so I've done that, right? I haven't had guys stand on me. I haven't had somebody break a cinder block on my face, but I've lied on a bed of nails.
You can always hope, Chip.
What's that?
You can always hope.
Someday, Thomas. Okay, here is the world record that he has set that the Guinness Book of World Records has deemed too dangerous to publish.
Too hot for the good book.
Too hot for TV, Thomas. You ready for this? Okay. You talked about it, weight distribution. There are hundreds of nails that he's laying on. So if he's probably 185, 200 pounds. You space that over a couple hundred nails. Yeah. You can figure it out. I have seen him without any padding, without any like magic tricks, whatever. He would lay on the world record he holds for the smallest number of nails on a bed of nails.
Oh.
Again, it's about weight distribution. So instead of hundreds, do you want to take a guess as to the bed of nails, how many nails he would lie on for this feat?
I mean, 100? I don't know.
That's a very good guess, Thomas. 100. Could you imagine that? Think about that. That's like,
it seems seems way too few to me, but it's a world record, I'm guessing.
Just 100 nails. So all of that body weight just on 100 nails. You ready for this, Thomas?
Yeah.
4
nails?
4 9-inch nails, literal 9-inch nails. They're like spikes that he has coming up. I think it was about a foot or two wide on this like little thing, and it was just 4 nails coming up. And it took a little time, but he just disperses his weight somehow, and he would lie on 4 nails. Well, like on his back, I think it was like lower back and maybe like his rib cage, and he would lay on it, and it would take him a few minutes to like adjust, and then he would lift his body off the ground and lie on 4, and like he showed it, like we got to touch the nails. This is not like, oh, he wore them down or whatever. These are sharp nails, and he would lie on a bed of 4 nails. So he's like, that is the world record for the fewest nails on a bed of nails that a human being can lie on. And apparently Guinness has said it's too dangerous to publish, so they don't do it. Because if you or I tried that, we would currently be deceased.
Yeah, we'd have 4 9-inch nails
through our torso. Because we are not Harley, the professional lunatic. And I have to say, we have given shout outs to burnt ones in the past. Like there's a lot of burnt. I don't even know if he's a burnt one. I think he's just he's almost too badass to be a burnt one. I think he'd be totally cool to hang out with. And I've hung out, he's the nicest guy. But it's just like, is he a burnt one or not? I don't know. He's a sweetheart of a guy, but like this dude is great. And by the way, he's done this for decades. He's been on the Tonight Show, the Today Show. He's been on Ripley's Believe It or Not. He was on, Thomas, your favorite show of all time, Steve Harvey's Big Time Challenge.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know exactly what he did on that show. And in 2024, last year,
challenge.
Yeah, it was a big time challenge. But last year in 2024, Harley was given a Lifetime Achievement Award for Coney Island's Sideshow Hootenanny. He got a Lifetime Achievement Award for being one of the coolest, most badass sideshow acts. So there it is, the world record that's not official because it's too dangerous, lying on a bed of 4 nails.
Yeah, that's going to stand for a while.
You're going to try 3?
You're going to try 3? That's impossible.
No. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So there you have it, Thomas.
Well, that's great. Thanks for sharing that. This guy sounds like the real deal.
He is the real deal. Yep.
I love it. That's wild. Well, dude, we are coming up towards the end of our time here. We got to get into some Buffett facts.
Yeah, we do.
Some facts about Mr. Jimmy Buffett. People don't know these yet.
Yeah.
We've done some deep research. We've figured out, unless you're the hardcorest of the hardcore, this is going to be brand new information. Mm-hmm. And we're just thrilled to celebrate this legend, to celebrate this man, and give you a couple more insights into really the scope and basically just the scope of his accomplishments.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The man lived a life. You want to go, Thomas?
Yeah, I think this one's important. It deals with his effect on commerce in the island world.
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett's song "Cheeseburger in Paradise" single-handedly destroyed the tropical hot dog industry.
He's a titan of industry and tropicality.
That song's a force. When was the last time you listened to "Cheeseburger in Paradise"?
It's a fun one. I do have it. I think it is on our Sunburnt playlist. By the way, people listening to Sunburnt, the playlist, it's on Apple Music. I think it's just called Sunburnt 2025. It's a playlist. By the way, shout out to my buddy Brian Craig, who sends me suggestions, and I keep adding them to him. So there's one. I think was it from the Four Tops? It's what's it called? It's a great song. I think it was made for I think he said it was made for the Buster soundtrack. I don't know if you remember the movie Buster starring Phil Collins in the 80s. And this song was apparently, I never saw the movie, but it was made for the movie. I just want to look at it real quick. Sunburnt 2025. Look it up on Apple Music. You can follow it. It's by the Four Tops. So this is a little after their peak of the, speaking of the Temptations, a little after their peak, but this was in the 80s. It's called Loco and Acapulco.
Loco and Acapulco?
I mean, come on. How's that? What's more burnt than that?
It's pretty burnt. I love it, dude.
But Cheeseburger in Paradise is on that Sunburnt 2025 Apple Music and Spotify playlist, so check that out.
It's the equivalent of wearing Hawaiians and going to see a movie with your friends. It's
really
just silly and fun.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get on board, you're going to have a really good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. What do you got? What do you got by way of Jimmy Buffett facts, Chip? What do you got for us?
This is a profound one. This goes into, I think, a higher power.
Oh, spiritual,
and that's the type of man he was. Here's my Jimmy Buffett fact. When Jimmy Buffett passed away in 2023, he had no regrets on his death hammock.
Thank goodness. That's the sign of a life lived well.
Mm-hmm.
Some time that man loved a hammock. I'll tell you that.
I mean, can you imagine? I don't want to get too dark, but I think it can be an uplifting thing. Can you just imagine, Thomas, someday, many decades from now, when you are just surrounded by that little girl who used to slap your sunburnt belly and some other loved ones, and they're just surrounded around your death hammock, and you're just listening to some tunes, feeling that breeze, ready to go to that tropical island in the sky.
It's going out on your own terms, Chip. When was the last time you were in a hammock, buddy?
I could not tell you. I know my buddy Tom, a different Tom, Thomas, one of my fraternity brothers, who was also seeing Harley the Professional Lunatic. He lived in Burlington, Vermont. Definitely did some hippie stuff up in Burlington, Vermont for a number of years. And he literally slept on a hammock. Like they had this like kind of screened in, porch structure.
Yeah.
And he would sleep in a hammock many, many a time. Like that was like his bed for a while.
I like it, dude.
He's like the professor in Gilligan wrapped up into one. I can't tell you. When was the last time you were in a hammock?
I know on my honeymoon there was a hammock at the resort we were at in Mexico. Yeah. So I think that was probably it.
There are, by the way, speaking of that Spruce Street Harbor Park that we went to after the movie, it's, we were down right by the water on the marina with these couches, and there was they even have some sand, and it was great. But they do have an area with a bunch of hammocks, like trees with a bunch of hammocks. And man, that first year, Spruce Street Harbor Park probably opened about 10 or so years ago. And that first year, it was like people were vying to get to those hammocks. Like, you want to claim a hammock so you could just have a drink and just sit in that hammock. And then the rumors of the head lice started circulating.
Oh, no.
And so I still see a lot of people laying on them. But the first season I decided I laid on some hammocks there. That was probably maybe the last time I was on a hammock. And I've decided, I'm going to stick to some other pieces of furniture from now on.
Some might argue that the real citywide special is head lice in Philadelphia.
It really is. For only $3. You get some itching and scratching. You scratch that itch, Tommy.
All right, buddy. Well, that's our time. This has been the Sunburnt Podcast, where we talk about comedy, tropical travel. Until next time, stay burnt. Front desk.
Hey, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. Real quick, I'm looking for a 9-letter word. Starts with K. Another word for abducted.
Oh, kidnapped.
Kidnapped. Oh, yeah, that works. Kidnapped. Oh, yeah, okay. So my uncle has been kidnapped. Do you know the best way to wire some ransom money from the hotel?
I'll send security right up.